Leadership is about influence. And it's only those people who understand that word that actually make a big difference in the things that they do. There is no Total Africa without Imran Barry. It doesn't exist. And I say that because Imran Barry was is still one of the greatest success stories that I have, and he was one of those affiliate managers, leaders for Total worldwide. The reason I say there's no modern Total without Imran Barry is because every country he worked in, he made a fundamental difference to the community, to the country. So when I say there's no modern Total in Africa, it's because I totally believe it. What are the three things that Imran did very well? Number one, Imran understood that to be excellent, you got to work with and through the people. That was his number one thing. The moment it clicked, he's like, okay, if I assemble a fantastic team and I am able to instruct and inspire and get these young people to perform, we will create history. And indeed, every country we went to, we created history. We sold more fuel than anywhere else that has ever been sold anywhere else in the world, as far as we're concerned. So the number one thing was he understood that he had to work with and through people. Number two, he also understood that the ecosystem of the area in which he did business was important to make sure that he succeeded. Every supplier, every third party, every government eventually got to know about Imran Barry. And the reason they got to know about it is because he always asked himself a question: how can I make this person better so that they can serve me better? You would be surprised how many companies, and those of you who might take time out to understand or appreciate, for you to be a supplier for one of these European companies, you have to be able to have ISO certification and things like that. Imran Barry made sure that he helped good small companies, good small owners, good passionate small business owners. He always helped them to step up. He introduced me to so many of the other suppliers so that I would go and help them to create a high performance culture, because he knew that if I made them better, they would serve Total better. Therefore, I would be able to do what I had to do. Most importantly, I'll be able to achieve my goals. Number one, work through the people, with the people. Number two, it's an ecological approach. It's not just about you and your company. It's about making sure. I'll tell you, not only the suppliers, the security team, the government, everybody would know about Imran and would understand that this guy has got the best interest of our community. It doesn't matter whether we were in Uganda, in Cameroon, in Nigeria. It did not matter. And guess what? He actually took some of the principles that we shared together for what? Almost 7-8 years? No, more than that. Almost 10 years. He took those same principles and he started doing what I do in Paris. Damn straight, doing my job. But guess what? Because he understood it works. What do? We always make people understand that they're special, that they can do stuff. We give them that feeling of it is possible. The moment your leadership team understands that it's possible and they believe it, end of story. So number one, work through the people. Number two, is ecology. Number three, keep a compelling scorecard. One time I go to, he had just taken over the biggest affiliate in Africa, which is Nigeria. It's big, millions and millions and millions of dollars of business. So, calls me up, says, hey, Philip, this is the next mission. We had just completed the Cameroon mission and we had turned that around like crazy. We were making them, all of a sudden they were a company that was respected because of what we did there. Calls me to Nigeria and yes, bought a plane, Ethiopian Airways I think it was, or Kenyan, I don't even remember. Arrive and as usual, same thing. Hey Phil, this is where we are, this is the challenge. The Nigerian challenge was different, okay, it was a little bit different. Those people have got a different level of understanding certain things. I am I love Nigerian people. I respect their ability to get things done. But when they do it wrong, they do it really wrong, and they can be pretty good at it. And when they do it right, they're amazing. They're unstoppable. Like all companies, like all countries. But this is the what happened. I was sitting with him in the office. I just arrived, getting my. By the way, they didn't have good tea there. I love tea. I love my tea spiced with a little bit of ginger, a little bit of lemon. Freaking didn't have spices. What are you talking about? Anyway, I was there having a really bad cup of coffee, no tea. And I'm sitting at the desk and I'm looking at him and he's a little bit stressed, but he's happy. I said to him, dude, what's the deal? He said, I just got this new job and I've just realized it's going to be harder than the last two. I said, yeah, but that's the way life is. The first one was a little, it's a different challenge. You've now evolved into a different person. We went to Cameroon. It was a different challenge. You've evolved into a different person. Now you've been given the biggest job on the planet in terms of Total African affiliates. So, you got to step into it. I said to him, tell me, how did it happen? So he goes, hey, so my boss called me and said, hey, I've been looking at your figures and you did amazing in Uganda. You did amazing in Cameroon. Tell me, how do you do it? And he said, it's simple. I write down what you told me you wanted, and then I break it down. If you want $1 million every month, I break it down. Okay, that's going to be $250,000 every week. Then I break it down. How much is that every day? That's $50K every day. Then I call my team and say, I want $100K every day. And I ask them how we're going to do it. And I ask them what is required. And I ask them what support they need. And then I show them that I'm going to do whatever it takes. Most importantly, I give them belief that it is possible. And I put the numbers there. Everybody who walks in my office can see them. Public accountability. It's part of the rapid influence system. And then I say, okay, let's go to work. And I have found that when people understand and see that you keep a compelling score, they do what you tell them to do. Most importantly, they want to surpass it all the time, every time. That's how I've been able to be successful in my last 3 endeavors. Whoa. So I was listening to that and I was thinking, dude, you did well. Not you, Imran, but me, because I was the facilitator. Anyway, my point being that Imran was better at compelling score keeping than I was. And I realized that that is why we worked together so well. I brought the psychology part. I brought the human resource side of things. I brought the emotional intelligence. I brought the energy, the power, the stake, the excitement. He had the engineering part of finding solutions. Most importantly, he had the academic and or numbers part where he's like, I'm going to keep score like nobody else. Guess what? Everywhere we went, we created some magic. Now, you are a leader out there and you're wondering, hey, how do I get to the next level? What do I need to do? How can I be the Imran Bari of whatever company I'm working at? I invite you to try out our Rapid Influence System culture audit. Okay, just start there. Audit your culture so that you know if you're doing great or not. Because every country we went to, we changed the culture around. Now, some were harder than others, but guess what? The moment the company's culture changed, the results fell in place. We sold more fuel in one of those countries than they ever sold in 25 years. Why? We changed the culture. We gave people empowerment. We got them to believe in themselves. And this is what I'm inviting you to do. So there's going to be a link somewhere on this video or below here or in the, I don't know where. Just click it, get onto the audit and see how we go. Now, we don't work with everybody. So if you make an application, we'll see if you fit the bill or not. There's some leaders we can't help. There's some people who we just cannot help, and it is what it is. Other than that, whatever you do, remember that leadership is influence. Most importantly, it is a divine instruction to you to be a better leader, because if you are, you make the world a better place. And when you do, everybody else is better off because you made the world a better place. Until next time, peace.